What's happening, my beautiful people? I already apologize for any background noise that's happening. You know, at a capture event, it gets loud and there's a lot of energy in the room. We're in Berlin, Germany, and I want to talk to the FIFA community. I want to talk to some of my friends, some familiar faces that all you guys have seen. Today, we're going to talk to the people and see who's the best player they've used. Because we've all been putting in a lot of work, a lot of games, making those impressions. In terms of best players, for yours truly, loving Mbappe, loving Cruyff, Socrates been the main man. I can just name player on player on player. I realize these guys are expensive, and the icons, we don't even know when they're going to be released. I only used the prime variations of those cards. Let's talk to the people.
Surprisingly, Lionel Messi, to be honest. He feels like he does in real life. He actually feels stronger than other FIFAs. Normally CR7 is a lot better because of his strength and height, but I feel like Messi with his dribbling is just untouchable at the moment.
Oh man, this is an easy one, bro. El Chucky Lozano, except he's only 80 rated, so it's kind of annoying. I'm just playing. Johan Cruyff, prime, without a doubt, dude. The volleys that I've scored, the flick-ups that I've done with him, ridiculous, dude. He's so much fucking fun to play with, and he is so explosive.
I think I have to say Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne has been very, very good. 91 rated. I'm allowed to say that. His normal card, incredible. Cam, position, can shoot from distance, can finesse from the edge of the box. Been loving that so far.
I think from a non-icon perspective, it would be Mbappe. It would probably be the most overpowered.
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun using Ericsson.
I mean, it's gotta be the icons. Honestly, icons are, you can't really mess with goal players and icons. Icons just destroy them, and that's for icons. My favorite one has been Balak, to be honest. I really like Balak. A lot of people say he's stiff, but I'm always a big fan of the CDMs that stick to the position. Like Man the Match Mikel from FIFA 13 was my favorite inform because he just stood in the right place. So for a CDM, you need him to stay back. Balak always stays back. He never gets beaten on the ball. He feels like a team of the season Goretzka, like became an icon. R9 is just ridiculous this year, as well as George Best, but it's gotta be, everybody's talking about Johan Cruyff. Johan Cruyff is ridiculous. In terms of gold players, I would say, from what I've seen, Courtois is actually ridiculous. Courtois is so tall and he's making the craziest saves right now.
I'm going to have to say the person I've heard absolutely everyone around me say. I think Johan Cruyff has been ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. He's been unbelievable. But a mention to Matthias. I use Matthias right centre midfield in my favourite formation. He was unbelievable. Defensive, offensive, everything. He's short, but he got around the pitch, unbelievable.
I've got to make 3 mentions. Cruyff, I think I've heard a lot of people have been talking about him. He's unbelievable. He's pretty much, I reckon, going to be the best attacking icon you can get. So when his SBC comes out, if it does like 18, definitely do it. But also the best midfielders for me have been Makelele and Michael Ballack. Michael Ballack is literally the white hood. That's the only way I can describe him. He does everything in that midfield. You can put any chemistry card on him. You can have him play as any type of midfielder you want. He's just that good.
So far, oh god, it's either between Cruyff or Depay. Depay right now is amazing. He scored some of the best goals I've ever scored. So, you know, I'll go with Depay. He's like overpowered, so he's awesome.
I really like Wilfried Zaha, you know. I'm not going crazy big with the icons and stuff like that, but Zaha is a good little player. I like the 5-star skills. Skills are very effective this year. Adama down the right wing is also very good. Iñaki Williams. There's a few different ones. Cruyff, everyone knows Cruyff's ridiculous, but to pick the slightly more underrated ones, I like Iñaki Williams, I like Zaha, I like Adama, Seri, Jean-Michel Seri, he's very, very good as well. There's a couple of little ones that you can do some bits with, especially the 5-star skillers, it's nice.
It's between Prime Hullet still and Cruyff. They're just too good. Cruyff is ridiculous, very good.
There's just one, it's Cruyff.
Love him.
5-star, dribbling, pace, everything you need in an attacker in this game.
I'm going to go with an answer you probably wouldn't expect, and I'm going to say Cristiano Ronaldo. Just cross it to him, literally just cross it to him. I think he's got like 90-something jumping and 90-something heading accuracy, and whenever I've played against him, hands down, he's scored a headed goal. Without a doubt. Either in play or from a corner, he always scored a headed goal.
Mbappe. Today it's been Mbappe. Yesterday I obviously used the icons and the new icons, the likes of like Socrates, Cruyff, Rivaldo, having to play around with them. but the player which impressed me the most, not only in online singles against other YouTubers, but in draft as well. Mbappe at striker was ridiculous. His first informed card, if he was to get it at striker, will be one of the most expensive cards he can get.
Best player I've used, probably, you know what, Pelé was really nice for me, and we have access to all the icons, so it's kind of nuts. But I would say either Pelé or Ballack. 91 Ballack is an absolute monster.
I'm going to say either Leroy Sané or Kevin De Bruyne.
Best player. It's tough.
Pick one.
I've used players like Cruyff. He's amazing. You probably know it too.
He's good. This isn't a mic interview though, it doesn't matter.
No, but still. Probably everyone will say Cruyff, I think.
I like the look of Aubameyang with his weak foot and star skills being 4-star, 4-star, and his pace at the start of the game is actually really good. So unless people have icon centre backs and Ramos, I don't think they're going to touch him.
I mean, for like the cheap players, I'd go with Iñaki Williams for sure. I mean, he has great pace. He's got 4-star, so he's definitely someone to look out for a cheap squad builder. But I mean, in terms of like non-icon, man, I'm a really big fan of Lukaku because he's like real strong, and I feel like strength this year is important. So those are my guys.
Apparently Fellaini has been decent. I haven't tried it myself. I've literally gone full sweat since I've been here. But I've heard a few of the career mode guys saying Fellaini is decent. Maybe in the ultimate team he might be able to step up.
Heard Dembele is decent as well. I haven't used him too much, but that was one of the few people that I've heard is actually sick.
Yeah, and I didn't use him either, but I heard a lot of good things about Rashford.
So I would say cheap option. If you're starting on La Liga, check out Iñaki Williams. He's got crazy pace. I think he's got like 80-something strength. He's going to be a really good option. I would say if you want a dirt cheap guy for Premier League and you're just literally starting out, check out Adama Traore. 96 pace in the Premier League. He's going to be cheap as chips. He's like 76 rate or something like that. Other than that, a decent center back is, well, Bailly is non-rare this year. I don't know how cheap he's going to be. He's 82 non-rare. He could be a lot cheaper. But if you need something even cheaper than that in the Premier League, check out Nathan Ake. He was very decent for me when I was building my EPL cheap starter squads.
Now, me and you both used him, and I think we both liked him. Iñaki Williams. I'm a big fan of that dude. He was so good. He's tall, he's fast, he's strong.
A cheap person that's going to be cheap, I don't know at the start because obviously the prices, no one really knows who's going to be good or not, but Memphis Depay, he's a striker now. He's got 5-star skills, I believe. If not, he's just very, yeah. He can flick it up, he can do everything, and he's got a great shot on him. And he is definitely going to be one of those players, kind of like Gabriel Jesus was in FIFA 18. He's going to be under the radar.
Sissoko is a great midfielder. And despite the pace, I actually really enjoyed using Granit Xhaka today, which I know I might get a bit of stick for, but he was good.
For people that's like starting foot, you got to look at Balde João, in Milan now, Serie A. There's going to be a lot of Serie A squads this year, and Balde João is brilliant.
In terms of like players to look out for, I would say Shaqiri.